Hello, thought I'd do a help to get started video for GTA Online because you've got Christmas just around the corner. Fair few people are going to be getting it. There's been a lot of updates that are for the more experienced player, so it's not worth jumping straight into everything that you can do from the start. First off, play the single player game. Really good game. Then do the tutorial on here, which is quite easy to skip. Doesn't matter about how you've made your character look too much, because you do get, the second time you come on, you get a chance to change the look. So always worth remembering, especially if you change clothes and you want to get back the old ones. When you first land in Los Santos, you'll be driven to a race, and then at the end of the race you're given a mission to do. If you look around for the cars, you'll see there's the ones you chose for the race have all gone. There's only a rubbish one left there. You can use that, but just try and find the fastest car you can to do the mission with. And then at the end of the mission, you should be able to get the use of this baller. If not, just find any SUV or 4x4, whatever you want to call it. At the end of the first mission, you can't like it. You normally can. This will speed up the load into the next part of the game, whether it be another mission or back into free roam. But always worth doing because it gives you 50 RP, and as I say, speeds up the thing, so therefore help you level up a bit quicker on 2 terms. But also Lamar tells you that you should go and improve your appearance. You'll have a shop marked up, and that shop you'll be able to claim a whole load of free beach wear, and then just choose an outfit from that. That'll give you a bit more. And also, because you've selected so many different things, it gives you an award. And the awards, you just get them all the time for nothing, but you can deliberately work towards them, and that'll help you level up a bit quicker as well. Well, not for nothing, but for doing everything you do, you get awards. And then the next tip is that although it keeps coming up saying you've unlocked guns, it's not worth going in there and doing every upgrade. I would say that it's worth upgrading your pistol that you get originally with a silencer, because that will help your stealth go up quicker, and the more stealthy you're rated, the stealthier you can walk. Obviously buy yourself some sort of assault rifle or something like that you can afford. Don't want to spend too much on it, so I just went for the cheapest one. And then it's just following the missions, like this one here. One of the early missions is go off and rob a store. Now when you go to the store, you could get a chance to buy a load of sweets. Those sweets can be used for health and energy when you're in survival modes or whatever you're doing. So always worth buying all of them. After all, you're going to rob the guy, you can get all the money back anyway. Talking of money, always worth banking your money as soon as you get any in the early stages, because you're very weak compared to everyone else. Although I would recommend not bothering to go into open worlds until you've managed to get yourself up a few levels. You will get a cutscene with Lester where he tells you that you can put bounties on people. At that point, it's then worth going in with other players. You're a little bit stronger by then, hopefully, and also you get to do more stuff. There's a few more things that will help you level up, but until that stage, there's enough to do that you'll just want to room on your own and be fine. I say that because there's going to be a lot of people who are a lot higher than you, who just want to fight each other and use their tanks, their aircraft, their whatever, to kill each other as much as possible, and you won't have any of that, and you'll be much weaker than they are in a fist fight, let alone anything else. The reason I said earlier about keeping the baller from the first mission if you could is because by driving an SUV, more SUVs spawn in around you, and those are certainly good sellers, not necessarily the highest, but they're up in the 9,000, 9,500. I think there are a couple of sports cars that will sell the same, but most of them will be too high and therefore you can't do it. But yeah, so not only that, you apply the free upgrades to this that you get, and this car's quite usable for quite a long time. You can use it as a mobile cover, hiding behind it in missions. It's quite good for racing. Talking of racing, by doing a lot of racing, you will upgrade your driving skills, and the better you are at driving, the better each car handles. Same with everything there, so you'll be able to look at your stats, and if you pick a stat, just think about what you might have to do to improve that. For improving your stamina, swimming's the best one, but obviously that's quite a boring thing to do. So personally, didn't want to spend too much time. Just do a lot of running everywhere whenever I'm doing a mission or whatever. So final couple of tips: don't pay for repairs. Good way to waste your money, especially as got a certain goal you're aiming for in a moment. I'll tell you about. But yeah, instead of paying for repairs, start a mission, do a race, whatever. When you come out, you get a new one spawned in. Once you've got property, mechanics taking 50 quid off your day, so you might as well use him. Every time you get a smashed up car, just leave it somewhere, nick another one, get away from it, call for it to be called to you. He should bring it to you. There is a time limit on how often he can do that, but as long as you're a reasonable driver, you should be able to never have to be waiting for it. Talking of properties, don't bother buying the first ones you can come across. 200,000 will get you a 10-car apartment garage on the west side of the map. That comes with a heist room. The heist room really pays for itself. 100,000 for the bonus for doing the heist the first time. I'm trying to get that worded properly. And within an hour of me buying it, I got all my money back, which will come up in just a moment. But first off, I thought I'd show you this as well. Once you've bought that house, you can also buy a 6-car garage house. One of these two. They're both going to be very useful for the final heist, although I have got a separate video about that one. This is the free car you get. That can be seriously upgraded through Benny's, but here you are. This is the one hour afterwards. You got the 237,000 I got up there, and as you can see, it wasn't that long ago that I paid a whole load of money off to buy the house. Excuse me. Next thing after that is, once you get to level 42, if you get the Buzzard helicopter, you can use that in missions, and that will make it a lot easier. It's 200 quid to get it delivered, and then you haven't got to buy any ammo, or very little if you're unlucky. And here's some bits about that car being upgraded. And yeah, so you just, if your daily challenge is that's the other thing, once you've unlocked daily challenges, do those. They really pay off. Yeah, if your daily challenge is blow up cars, just take it out, do a mission with it, or just fly it around and blow up cars. But yeah, daily challenges, 25 grand a day. And the 7th day, get your 100,000. At the end of a month, if you do every single one of them, you get 500,000. So that really adds up.